But even before AI comes to do this, you begin sensing the exact same thing when you're an older person at work and newer, brighter, more cutting-edge individuals are injected into work. You begin becoming the person who stifles and frustrates every other person because of fear. Fear that if they know more, they will topple you. Fear that they will outshine you. Fear that because they know more cutting-edge things, they will progress further. Fear. Why? Not just because it is a source of earning, but it is because you're also wondering, who am I outside of work? Because work has become your identity. The second reason these things trap us within our careers, rather than taking us to our calling, is because they bring us to a point of shame. I hope this example will be clear enough. When you fast forward in the life of Peter, after the crucifixion of Jesus, when he's basically given up, when Jesus has gone through the embarrassment of death on a cross, Peter finally comes to the point and says, I'm going back fishing. What is Peter really saying at that point? Peter is saying, he is so ashamed, he's going back to the place where he knows shame is taken. When Jesus had called Peter from the fishing boats, he hadn't just called him from a career, he'd called him from a place of shame. Because going back to fish with your father was the place you went to after you had washed out. And these wrong sources of identity keep us trapped in certain careers because of the effect of shame they give to us. The shame for, oh, I got an A, but I feel called to work with children. What will people say when all I just want to be is an early childhood teacher? So because out of shame, I do not go to be what God has really fitted me to be, and I instead begin struggling with other more complicated things that are not related to my calling or to my gifting. What's really eating you is because your wrong sense of humanistic identity that has made work your ultimate source of identity is keeping you trapped through an agency called shame. So where fear is not working, it is shame that is going to work. Shame is the belief not that I have done something wrong, but shame is the wrong belief that there's something inherently wrong with me. Having an A and wanting to be a theologian, there's something inherently wrong with me having an A and just wanting to go out and be an entrepreneur. Something inherently wrong with me in fulfilling and following God's calling and truth for my life.